Hey, how's it going everyone? My name's Zero. Welcome back to Realm Royale Reforged, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a full solo game with the warrior and my favorite loadout, abilities, weapons on this class and how you can use them to get more wins in solos with this warrior right here. It's actually been a little while since I've done one of these little commentated solo gameplays here, so if you guys do actually enjoy them, please tell me in the comments because I miss doing them. I've mostly been playing trios and realm wars with a lot of my friends on this game and haven't really dedicated as much time in solos as I normally do, so this is going to be a little bit of a reheater for me. I'm going to have to get reinvested a lot into how solos work and stuff, but I like playing solos. It's one of my favorite modes in this game. And let's just jump into crossing right here. I usually like to land in this area because it has a lot of chests condensed into it. Speaking of, just landed in one. Immediately gonna push this guy. There we go. We can get a potion super early and also a few shards. There are a few other chests that we can loot. Someone is just immediately leaving for some reason. It's just kind of weird. And they also had a custom mount, so that was actually a real player. I've never seen anyone do that, to be completely honest. But it's all good. I'm going to use the net shot grounding shock instead of the lightfoot because that's a double crowd control. And double crowd control in most situations is pretty dangerous. This is not going to be our final loadout, obviously, but for a landing situation, it's not bad at all. Nice. I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up this hand cannon over here, which is going to output a little bit more damage than our trusty little SMG here. SMG is really nice. I've played with it a fair amount recently and it's actually quite nice, but hand cannon, if you can hit your shots, can absolutely demolish the enemy target. Just going to look around the area here. Seems like there's someone above here. Got a coach chicken skin, which is quite rare. So that means this guy, he gets around, you know? He definitely gets around. But we got the kill. There's a green net shot right around here. There we go, we can actually pick it up now. This guy didn't really have much parts. To be honest, that guy didn't really have a lot of HP. Still dealt a significant amount of damage to us. Classic third-party situation here. I'm just gonna wait. As you can see, my game is running quite poorly right now, but it's all good. I managed to hit the shot that mattered, and that was when I lit on the enemy. So we did manage to get that kill. I don't want to scan around anymore, as my loot is getting kind of outclassed already. So I'm just going to show you guys my favorite loadout and how I use the forge at my advantage. So first of all, I use the throwing axe, which for the warrior is essentially the best weapon you can get. It has massive damage output. You can even throw it at certain ranges without much of a discrepancy, except for the lead that is a little bit hard to control. But once you get the hang of it, it's not really unmanageable. The net shot, which is really useful not only to slow enemies down and have that little crowd control effect going on, but also to get rid of mages, which, if you guys don't know, is one of the top, if not the top class in the game right now. So it's really useful. And also to finish chickens really quickly, a golden axe plus a golden net shot immediately kills a chicken. So that's really useful also for that regard. And finally, the charge, which is not only a good movement ability, but also if you can get the crowd control going on, it just throws the enemies back in a certain direction while slowing you down as well, but it's not really that big of a deal. If you don't really target anyone, if you just use this as a movement ability, it's also really reliable. Now thankfully we have a bunch of shards around us, so we can immediately upgrade when we need our axe. We actually did get a golden grounding shock, which in any other situation I would have picked up, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of the loadout, I am going to keep my charge going. And yeah, we have a good amount of shards already, which means we can even start crafting now some other stuff, including some armors and stuff like that. And once our axe gets done, we can immediately upgrade it. Just like so. And now, We can sit on top of the forge and just wait for everything to finish. That kind of spooked me, I'm not gonna lie. The engineer just coming straight to me on the screen was a little bit of a terrifying sight. But we got the kill. Let's rotate now to Lumberfall, which is usually the rotation I do from crossing. And then from Lumberfall, usually I go to Valley or Fungal Jungle. We won't be able to go to Fungal this match, so we'll only have to go to Valley. And I'll go with the Warrior, essentially. The way you want to play the Warrior in an optimal setting is not only to be really brutal when it comes to close quarters, but to do that and to give you an upper hand from the get-go, it is also really important that you deal a lot of damage at a certain range before actually entering a close quarter situation. That way you maximize your chance of, even if you miss your axes in the close quarter settings, the likelihood that the person escapes and or kills you instead is kind of low. For example, here I did 400 damage to this person, which is not huge, but it was already enough to spook them a little bit. They're trying to get an angle off on me, so I'm just going to rotate in between the trees and the rocks here. And this person is down and out. Thankfully, they didn't have really good shots, so we were able to easily dodge those. But in any other settings, I would not have done that, to be completely honest with you. I would have waited to at least get a few more damage points into this person before deciding to push. But in that case, we didn't need to wait on that. We just can go straight onto them, get them out of the game, and get our forge going immediately as well. We needed to forge right here because not only is my weapon not really good for range, it's only really good at close quarters, which not great for our playstyle here, but also because we needed to upgrade our leap, which is exactly what we've done here, as well as a few potions. So hopefully it gives us a pretty decent weapon. I'll take it over a green hand cannon, I guess. Again, not optimal, but we can make it work. I heard someone mount around in this direction, so I'm just gonna look around. And if I can't hear them, I'm just gonna rotate to Valley. So let's go there immediately, see what's happening, and see if we can clear anyone out. The fact that we have a shotgun is pretty bad because I won't be able to do my range damage before then. I will have to use my range with the axe. And again, using the curve on the axe is a little bit of a complicated task. There is fighting going on around here. No, there's some guy shooting a goblin. He's behind here. They are quite good as a chicken, so hopefully I'll be able to get them out. We did actually manage to get them out. That's wonderful. I am hoping they had... Yes, okay. Purple slug. That is absolutely wonderful. I'm going to rotate back here next to crossing. Also because I wanted to see if anyone comes out of crossing into underpass. I can't really do the same here. It's kind of an awkward location as well. Lots of hills. Lots of unstable terrains and stuff like that. Not really the most evident to fight. So I'd rather go here, in between crossing and underpass, not only to catch the people rotating out, but also to see if there's anyone at the forge here, if I can push or not. Usually the crossing forge is one of the easier to push, so that's why I'm not really concerned about that. And also to catch any late players. Okay, it doesn't seem like anyone... Never mind, there is someone like that. I'm not in a great spot, so I'm just going to do that. Go in between the houses here, see if I can get a little peek. This house right here has a stairway that I can get a pretty mean angle on. Fortunately, couldn't get the shots off on this guy. He did get the angle on me. And that's just an inattention from my part. I thought he couldn't see me, but in fact he could. I don't think I'm going to push that. I'm gonna be careful here, because he has the advantage in the damage and also with the weapons. If I go onto that platform here, he's just gonna easily blink me and I'll be out of my leap in seconds. There is someone on my left. I'm purposefully gonna avoid them because I don't want to get in a fight, and with this guy not being too far away, I don't really want him to jump on me with a third party. So I'm gonna be careful here. I'm gonna go for this fight instead. It's sufficiently far away for me to not be concerned about a third party, and it wasn't actually a fight, it was just a mage just shooting fireballs. Now, what happened right here, and I want to actually explain to you guys just how I managed to win that fight. I saw this guy sneaking in at the very last second, so he could have put in damage seconds before I actually saw him, and I would have easily lost that fight. That was a huge mistake on his part. I think we both saw each other at the last second, but honestly, considering where he was, he could have easily damaged me. And I believe that was also the guy that was here in crossing, just kind of pestering me with a sniper. The way I won that fight is I immediately used my movement ability because I did not want him to stick a sniper on me. That's the one thing with the assassin that you don't want to have when you're fighting an assassin. You do not want to get sniped, especially in a close quarter situation. Because if you get sniped, it's essentially GG's. If he has a golden slug or a golden heirloom, or any rarity of these weapons, honestly, he combos you with that, plus the snipe he hit beforehand, and you're dead. Simple as that. So that's why I immediately use my leap ability. And also the way I hit the axe while he was invisible, I kind of knew the way he was moving before he went invisible, and I blindly shot an axe. Now, that's a completely valid tactic, that's just not me being ballsy. Okay, this guy actually got a pretty decent angle on me. Right there I saw the outline of the assassin, so that's why I was able to attack him more easily. But for the other guy, it was kind of a guess. Not completely random, because again, I saw the movement he had, and I gauged my axe shot based upon that. But it's completely valid to go for these types of axe shots. It's a completely valid tactic, and I actually encourage you guys, if you see an assassin that goes invisible and you kind of know which direction he's going into, use these axes. Shoot these axes. You never know. Oh my god, it's moving so goofy. You never know if you're gonna hit them. In that case, I managed to do that, and it actually helped me win the fight completely. So, I'm waiting for this guy's clip to end just so I can start pushing in. There we go. I could have pushed him earlier, but I was afraid of his burst. I didn't want to take too much damage as I was already a little weak, didn't want to waste potions. So that's why I waited for that clip. The two next assassins that I fought after the one on the hill over there, honestly, their mistakes were the weapons they were using. Under no circumstances do you want to use these weapons to start an engagement. Spray weapons are usually used as finishers, or to shoot an enemy when they're really, really far away and you just want to tag him or dismount him. Something of the sort. You do not want to use those to open a fight. They should have sniped me. The guy on the outside of crossing did actually try to put a sniper in me a little earlier. I don't know why he didn't continue on that. He should have, honestly. That was his first mistake. And also, after that, he tried to attack me with a burst rifle at close range. Me being a warrior, no contest. I would have had to miss a significant amount of axes for him to kill me with a burst rifle close range. And the other guy, similar story. He attacked me with an assault rifle. He was being sneaky up there. I don't really think he had full HP either, which is a little strange. But that was their mistake, just not attacking me with the right weapon and not also being prepared enough. If he would have shot me top down, I was kind of weakened in that situation. They honestly could have put a good amount of damage into me. It's a 1v1 situation against another warrior. I know this because of the kill feed. My guess is they're going to be around the Forge. They do not have the highest rarity axe, and for a 1v1, they do want probably a golden axe. So I'm going to stick around the Forge here. Just going to rely on the fact that they may need to upgrade. I'm actually going to stay in this house right here, instead of just roaming around and putting myself in a vulnerable spot. I'm just going to wait for this. Hopefully they actually go into the Forge and start upgrading their axe. So they have a pretty bad secondary. They can't really attack me as well as they could normally as the warrior. Hopefully they go upgrade there and I can get immediately a little pounce on them. Okay, it doesn't seem like they are going to upgrade ultimately, because the zone is going to be out and we would have to be kind of not really smart to go upgrade in this circumstance here. My guess is that they're in the north of Northport, which I'm not sure about because I haven't heard anything when I was in there and while they were killing people, so I'm just going to be measured here. Try to play the angles. And I did actually see them. They already have their leap, which is absolutely fantastic for us. They just wasted a cooldown. And that's a GG's. Easy fights. They didn't have their leap. And that is a ticket. What you don't want to do as a warrior is usually use a leap for no reason, especially in the situation. It's a 1v1. The enemy can very easily jump on you. Under no circumstances should that guy have used this leap there. That would have been very dangerous, especially if they were in a closer zone. If he needed that leap at an ulterior moment, and I believe he did need that leap because he could have hit in any other place, either behind or in front of me. He did need that leap, he didn't have it, and that's why he is unfortunately dead. His abilities didn't seem too great either. He had a barricade, and I'm not sure what his other ability was, but that is an easy win for this fight. Hopefully this video has been kind of informative and useful for you guys that do want to play more of the warrior, and if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe here with notifications on, it'd be greatly appreciated. It was Zero, and I am out.